The Russia-China clash has turned bloody in Africa. Central African Republic has become the battleground for two big powers. Why? The reason is gold. African media is rife with rumors that Russia's private militia, Wagner Group, is carrying out deadly attacks on the Chinese miners. Russian men are chasing the Chinese away from Central African Republic's gold mines. So how is China reacting to it and what will be the consequences? Stay tuned. Hi and welcome, you're watching Outright. We tell you the right side of the story. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for such outright videos. On Sunday, a gunman entered a Chinese gold mining site in Central African Republic and killed at least 9 workers. All of them were Chinese. The mining site, called the Chimbolo Gold Mine, was launched just days earlier. So, who was the gunman? The suspicion fell on the Coalition of Patriots for Change, or CPC. This is a regional influential group known for armed conflicts against the government. However, CPC was quick to pop this bubble. It denied its involvement in the attacks, and instead it made a bombshell revelation. A spokesperson for the CPC claimed that Russian mercenaries had planned the attack. The attack was carried out to scare off the Chinese. Now, the interesting point here is that the government itself has invited the Wagner Group to provide security to the mines and impart training to local forces. But as per the claims made by CPC, Russia is trying to take control of the Central African Republic's mining sector under the guise of providing security. It wants to expand its mining footprint at the expense of China. And it is not for the first time. The same happened back in 2021. Russia had reportedly occupied the Dasima mining site by chasing the Chinese workers away. When senior officials of the Chinese mining company approached the Russians to find out why they chased their workers, a Russian mercenary told the Chinese that the Dasima mine henceforth belonged to the Russians. And this trend is visible across nations. You see, in DR Congo, 5 Chinese nationals were kidnapped near a mining site. And then in Chad, a Chinese oil worker was also kidnapped. What is the response from China? Well, the country is worried. The Chinese embassy is asking its nationals to evacuate the area near mining sites in the Central African Republic. Chinese President Xi Jinping is calling for severe punishment for the perpetrators. But for China, Russia is not the only problem. Even the community members there are baying for China's blood. In 2020, 2 Chinese nationals died when local residents led an uprising against a Chinese-operated mine in Soso Nakombo. And in 2018, 3 Chinese citizens were killed by angry community members after a local leader died in a boating accident while accompanying Chinese miners to a site. This deficit of trust between China and the local people is paving the way for a Russian takeover of the Central African Republic's mining sector. Russia is a major security provider in Africa through its Wagner forces, and people are preferring Russian forces over China. Moreover, Russia also needs African gold to keep its economy up and running. Some reports show that Russia is using African gold to pay for the expenses in the Ukraine war. So, Russia's appetite for gold is at its peak. And that is how China has become the ultimate casualty of Russia's golden hunt in Africa.